I'm Sheba Hussein, the host of the People's Talk, and with me today, I'm honored to have the founder and the CEO of ICT for Development Kenya. He's a social entrepreneur. Most of us know him. Uh, Maybe he should take time and introduce himself.
Hello, my name is Jonathan Mativo. I'm a social entrepreneur, a computer scientist, and I'm the CEO and founder of ICT for Development Kenya.
Thank you, Mr. Mativo. Now, today, I'd like us to. I'm honored, first of all, to have you on board. It is a privilege, and thank you for your time for spending it with us. Sir, I'd like you to tell us more and you inform us of what you think we need to do as youth towards development.
I think one of the most important things is to define who a youth is. And theoretically in Kenya, youth is anyone who is aged between the ages of 18 and 34. But practically looking at our situation in Africa, most young people would be within the ages of 14 and even 40. We classify them as the youth because many young people are dropping out of school and many other people are also going past the 35th mark age without getting jobs. So for me, I look to them as the youth. But coming back to the issue of development and the youth, I think the main load actually lies on the youth themselves, and they also have the solution themselves. Because if we are to look at the youth in a holistic point of view, then we should not just focus on the youth from a particular village in Kenya or from a particular village in Africa, but also look at this youth vis-a-vis other youth in the world. And I've seen so many summits, world summits, where youth are being invited to come and talk. And so we expect that when all these young people meet together, they should have common cross-cutting issues. Okay. So when we're looking at the development of the youth, we need to look at what are these cross-cutting issues that affect the youth in Kilifi, the youth in Central, the youth in Nyanza, and also the youth out of Africa.
Okay. Yes. Thank you for your time. That was just the beginning. People, this is going to be a talk whereby we'll be exchanging views, informing our society through short videos, which we'll be having here and different places out there within Kenya, and hopefully, who knows? You never know tomorrow what tomorrow will bring. Definitely. Thank you, sir, for telling us about youth and employment. And sir, in this talk, I think I'll be having not talks on youth only, but on education in Africa, women empowerment, economic empowerment. We can have talks on food security, as in matters that affect us as a society and what we need to do towards making our society a better place to live in. In short, what can we do to make our society develop?
I think that's a great insight from you saying, because for us to talk of like the thorny issue that we have today, which is youth unemployment in Africa and also in the world, then we also need to start addressing the root causes of youth unemployment in Africa, for example. And some of these root causes is, do we have quality education? Is the type of education that is being given to our young people what is required in the future? Mm-hmm. I'm privileged to have been sitting in a board in Africa where we've been discussing about the future jobs. And I think within your show, this would be a very great opportunity for me to share what we need to equip our children with in preparation for the future jobs.
Thank you, sir.
Great.
And let me ask you another thing, sir. Do you think in Africa, or let's just get down to where we are in Kenya, do you think there is much that I can do like, as an individual towards development, or does it lie just between in the hands of the leaders?
I think, especially here in Africa, that's where many young people are going wrong, because they're looking at the duty bearers or the leaders as the custodians of development for the youth. But as I said before, development for the youth actually lies with them. It's all about getting your idea, then moving your idea for people to hear about it, and then the leaders will come and support you if your idea is workable. So I know we are good at this blame game where we blame the leaders for everything. I met some university students the other day who are blaming a certain member of parliament that the education standards are low because the leaders are not coming out to support them. But it's the other way. You have to come out as a young person, and then the leaders will come. And they will not just come up to support every idea. They have to look at ideas that are sustainable. So the youth, you have a great opportunity to showcase what you have. I'm so proud as an individual. I started ICT for Development Kenya at my youthful ages, and I started it not because I wanted anyone to support me, but I wanted to create some change. And out of that, these leaders have come to help me, both local, national, and even international leaders. So my advice to the youth as we get into this journey is get started. Once you get started, someone in the world will see it and they'll give you the support that you need.
Okay. I think you've heard it, people. It is up to us. We need to take that first step, and hopefully we are going to get support towards development. Thank you for your time, Mr. Matibo. I know you are rushing for a meeting right now. This is just the beginning. Let's release Mr. Matibo to get to his meeting. We're going to talk more, we're going to share more, and inform each other. Thank you for your time, people. Have a nice week ahead.
Thank you very much. Bye.
See you, guys.